Okay, good evening. This is part 3, I believe, on my MOD knife series. So I'm going to show you just a couple of sheath mods I've done today. Now I can't remember for the life of me this guy's name, but a fella has done some mods on the knife itself to fit within the sheath, which I believe I've got the same sheath. It's the same dimensions. It's the same blueprint if it's not the same sheath. And I mean, I got this sheath for £15, and the knife was 60, obviously. So instead of modifying the knife itself, I modified the sheath and did a little notch in there, very rough notch, and then dyed it the right colour. And yeah, it's got kind of a dual purpose because it holds it nice and tight even without the strap. So yeah, it's I thought, why grind down a £60 knife? Yeah, I mean, if you don't want the top guard, that's absolutely fine. I can understand if you want to choke down on it, but it's not. It's a chopper as well, this thing, and that guard does come in handy. It comes in very handy. So yeah, that didn't float my boat, that kind of idea. So yeah, I was thinking, what do I do? And yeah, nice easy solution there. So yeah, this knife is the most complete knife I've ever had. Now it's not a perfect, as in it won't outperform a Falcon even S1 or something like that, but it will do everything consistently and adequately, very adequately. I mean, it will take you 5 minutes to get a brew on, from dead standing wood to feather sticks to fire. Literally, this knife will do it all, and I wanted a sheath that can basically do all that as well. So in here I've just got the little bit of metal thing, which I don't need for the fire steel which came with it, which I'm also going to replace because it can fit a bigger one in here. I've got a DC.3 in there, which I find with a strop is perfectly adequate for this knife. Yeah, I mean, I've applied kind of a convex grind to it. It comes with a very, very, very rough sabre grind to begin with. Now, you'd be ideal maintaining that with a file, but it just couldn't do anything that I wanted it to do. So I applied a new grind to it. It is actually, before anyone says it's got that grind for a purpose, this used to have a convex grind years ago when it was made by Wilkinson Sword. They all used to have convex grinds, but nowadays, I mean, it's horses for courses. So and it really does help squaddies to learn how to maintain a good edge and how to get a good edge, really. And yeah, obviously, one of the first things that you need to know before you're lashing out at a tree is if it's hardwood or softwood, and that really defines whether you're going to hit it in the first place or what edge you need. And yeah, so if you're going to just use it for prying, then you're going to leave the most shallow V that you can on there. And yeah, if you want some really detailed work, you want the most kind of acute edge there is. So yeah, Scandi. But yeah, so yeah, the DC.3 in there got a little bit of fat wood, which obviously get a fire going in the wet and everything. And lastly but not leastly, I wanted this to be a multi-carry sheath. I wanted this to be able to dangle off webbing. I wanted it to be able to dangle off my belt. This won't take a pistol belt or stable belt or anything like that. Any large military belts, this won't take this Scout style sheath. So I do a little bit of leather work, nothing special, obviously. But yeah, so I've attached a belt loop to there, and I've done it with, instead of riveting it, I've actually used a rivet screw because they have so much more strength with the thread. Yeah, it takes a lot to loosen that. You find with a rivet, it kind of one good accident or yank and it will come off. With a screw, it takes several. You have to pop several threads before it actually comes off. So yeah, I've been trying this out a lot, and the sheath's alright. I think I might add a leg loop as well, because it flaps about a bit, and that's not that desirable really. But yeah, I think I'm going to do 2 more parts to this knife. You can see that I've been using it quite a bit today even. To this knife review and outline, and yeah, the next part's going to be a usage review. I think I'm going to do the making a fire just with a 1-stick fire, 1 stick, 1 knife, one ferro rod, and then the last one I'll probably do in about a year's time, and it'll be a long-term review on it, and I hope to dispel some of the myths about the genuine MOD knives. So yeah, it's, for me at this stage, it's a good knife. It's a very, very solid knife. It's like I said yesterday, it's very utilitarian, and that isn't a bad thing in this instance, because you want a knife that's going to be able to do everything. If you want a survival knife, or one implement to be taken out in place of an axe, in place of a knife, in place of, you get me, right? So yeah, yeah, quite happy with that. It's better than the original sheath. The leather's not better, but the design is better. This is designed to go in a pinky Land Rover, in the toolbox or under the seat, whatever, and it's designed to just be out of the way and protect the blade simply. But it's meant to be in another box. Also, with being carbon steel, no one recommends that you keep them long-term storage inside a sheath. You want to let the air get to them. You want to give them some oil. I use ballast oil in it, and I don't have to buy a separate one for my guns. Basically, that's got to be the reason. I imagine. I can't really think why I use ballast oil, but yeah, it's the best for guns. So yeah, so we're nice to get the treatment as well. So yeah, you would give it a nice coat of oil, and then either hang it up or put it on a rack, or whatever you do with your knives, but not store it in a sheath. Yeah, so lovely knife. There we are.